It says Austin plans to buy an iPad. He currently has $200 saved up to buy the iPad. He saves $15 each week. How many weeks will it take him to save at least $500? So first we know he has, he has $200 and he saves $15 each week. And we want to figure out how long it will take him to get at least $500. So the first thing we know is we would write that 200 down because he has that. If you're saving money, we're going to be adding it. 15 each week. We don't know how many weeks, so that would be 15x. And at least means we don't want less than $500. We want more than or equal to $500. Now, when we look at this, the main thing when we see all of these is these two are flip-flops, so we can rewrite this as 15x plus 200 is greater than or equal to 500. Now all of these actually look identical. The only difference is the inequality sign, which if you look, this is the only one that has the greater than or equal to sign. So this next one, it says to graph, which graph represents the solution set of the inequality. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and solve this. So I'm going to rewrite it down at the bottom. Negative 4x plus 5 is greater than or equal to negative 3. Now before we do anything, I want to write flip or no flip. I see negative 4x, they're multiplying. And because this is a negative 4, I'm going to write flip. Okay, then I would draw the line. I'm going to do the opposite of positive 5, which is a negative 5 to both sides. These are same signs, so we will add them, and that will give me a negative 8. Let's go ahead and flip this right now. So instead of being greater than or equal to, it's going to be less than or equal to negative 4x. Now to get rid of that negative 4, we have to divide by a negative 4 on both sides. These cross out, so what we'll have now is x is going to be less than or equal to 8 divided by 4, which will give me 2, and since both of them are negative, it's a positive 2. So if you look, the way you can remember is if you have an inequality sign, the less than, it will be going to the left. Left is less. So these two answer choices we can get rid of. This one looks good and this one looks good, but this one is at negative 2 and this is at positive 2, and we wanted the positive 2 one, so that is the only correct answer. All right, so the next one, it says which graph represents the solution set to the inequality. So once again, we have to solve it. So I'm going to write 5x plus 6.6 is less than 30. So what I need to do is I need to put the 5x in a box, and I'm going to write no flip because it is a positive 5. So now from here, I need to get rid of this 6.6, so I'm going to subtract 6.6 from both sides. So these cross out, and I'm going to do this off to the side. I'm going to have 30.0 minus 6.6. This is going to give me 29. It's going to give me a 4, and that's going to give me 9 minus 6 is 3. So it's going to be 23.4. So what I have now is 23.4, and 5x is less than 23.4. So now what I need to do is go ahead and divide both sides by 5. What I'm going to have is x is going to be less than whatever this is. I'm going to do this off to this side. 23.4 divided by 5. 5 goes into 23 4 times. Subtract the 20. Get a remainder of 3. 5 goes into 34 6 times. Subtract the 30. Get a remainder of 4. Bring down a 0. And 5 goes into 48 times. So what we have, and I'll just write it up here, is x is going to be less than 4.68. So that means it can't be greater than 4.68. So this one has 5. 5 is greater than 4.68, so this one is not correct. Now all of these have numbers that are less than 4.68, but we need to choose the one with all of the numbers. Okay, so this one has 3, which 3 is less than 4.68, and so are all these. 2 is also less than 4.68. Is 4 less than 4.68? Yes, it is. So that is the only one that shows all of the answers, all of the possibilities. All right. Which is the solution to the following inequality? 3x minus 4.2 is less than 23.7, so I'm going to go ahead. Off to the side, we are going to solve this. So I'm going to draw the line, put 3x in a box. I'm going to say no flip because that's a positive 3. And so then I would get rid of it by adding 4.2 to both sides. So that's going to be, whoa. It won't let me erase anything. So 7 plus 2 gives me 9. 4 plus 3 gives me 7, and this is going to give me 2. Less than 3x. So 3x is less than 27.9. To get rid of that 3, we're going to divide both sides by 3. And we're going to have x is less than whatever we get. So I'm going to do that off to the side. And this one you can actually kind of see what the answer will be. 3 goes into 27 9 times. And 3 goes into 9 3 times. So x is less than 9.3. So when we look, this is not the correct one. This is not the correct one. So what they would have, they will always have answers like this. What they were trying to do is trick you and try to say that you needed to flip the inequality sign. We did not need to flip the inequality sign because that was a positive 3. So A is the correct answer. And the last one, which is not a solution for the following inequality. So we need to solve this. 15 plus 2x is greater than 28.6. I'm going to go through to get, we put the 2x in a box, so we're going to say no flip. So to get rid of this positive 15, we're going to say negative 15 on both sides. Sorry, I forgot to draw the line. So we're going to have 2x is greater than, let's see what we get. 6 minus 0 is 6. 8 minus 5 is 3. And that's going to give me 1. 13.6. So to get rid of this 2, we got to divide both sides by 2. So what we have now is x is going to be greater than whatever we get. So we're going to do 13.6 divided by 2. 2 goes into 13 6 times, remainder of 1, and it goes into there 8 times. So x needs to be greater than 6.8. So we're looking for one of these that is not a solution. So I go through and I say, is 13.6 greater than 6.8? Yes, it is. Is 14.3 greater than 6.8? Yes, it is. Is 45.6 greater than 6.8? It is. So the only answer is 6.8 because 6.8 is not greater than 6.8. It is equal to. So B is the only correct answer.